What if the most profitable 10 minutes of your month wasn't spent clipping coupons or driving across town for a sale, but sitting in your favorite chair with a telephone in your hand? It sounds too simple, but billions of dollars in discounts, refunds, and assistance go unclaimed every single year, often because nobody picks up the phone and asks. Today, we're covering 11 bills you can lower with a single call. So grab a pen and let's get started. Number 1, your cable and internet bill. Let's start with one of the most bloated bills in America, cable and internet. Here's something the providers don't advertise. That low price you signed up for? It was almost certainly a promotional rate, and once it quietly expired, your bill started creeping up year after year. Companies count on you not noticing, but here's the good news. Consumer surveys have consistently found that the majority of people who call and negotiate their cable or internet bill walk away with a lower price. Not a small minority, the majority. The trick is knowing what to say. Call your provider and ask to speak with the retention department, sometimes called customer loyalty. These are the people whose entire job is to stop you from canceling, and they have access to discounts that regular customer service reps simply don't. Before you call, spend 5 minutes checking what competitors in your area are charging. Then say something like, "I've been a loyal customer for years, but this bill has gotten too high. Your competitor is offering a better deal, and I'm thinking of switching. Is there anything you can do?" Be polite, be patient, and don't accept the first no. Ask what promotions are available. Ask if there's a cheaper plan that fits how you actually use the service. Many seniors are paying for hundreds of channels they never watch or internet speeds they'll never need. And one more tip, if you're on a limited income, ask your internet provider if they offer a low-income or senior plan. Many major providers have discounted plans of their own, and the Federal Lifeline program, which we'll talk about next, may knock even more off the bill. A 10-minute call can easily save you $20 to $50 a month. That's real money every single month for the price of one phone call. Number 2, your cell phone bill. Next up, that cell phone bill. If you are 55 or older, you have access to deals that younger customers simply cannot get. T-Mobile, for instance, offers dedicated 55-plus plans with unlimited talk, text, and data at prices well below their standard plans. AT&T and Verizon offer senior plans too, though theirs are famously limited to Florida residents, one of the stranger rules in the phone business. But even if you are not in Florida, you have options. Call your carrier and ask 3 simple questions. Do you have a senior discount? Am I on the cheapest plan that fits my usage? What can you do to lower my bill? You would be amazed how often the answer saves you money. Many older Americans are paying for unlimited data plans while using only a fraction of a gigabyte each month. Downgrading to a smaller plan or switching to a low-cost carrier like Consumer Cellular or Mint Mobile, which run on the same networks as the big guys, can cut your bill in half or better. And do not forget membership discounts. AARP members, for example, get special pricing with certain carriers. If you belong to any organization, it never hurts to ask. Finally, if your income is limited, ask about the Federal Lifeline program. Lifeline provides a monthly discount of up to $9.25 on phone or internet service for qualifying households, and on tribal lands, that jumps to as much as $34.25 a month. You can qualify based on income or automatically if you receive benefits like SNAP, Medicaid, or SSI. Some participating carriers even offer plans where the discount covers the entire monthly cost. To apply, Visit lifelinesupport.org or call their support center at 1-800-234-9473. One call, and your phone bill could shrink or, in some cases, disappear entirely. Number 3. Your auto insurance. Here's a bill where loyalty can actually cost you money. Car insurance. Insurance companies know that most people never shop around. So while new customers get attractive rates, longtime policyholders often see their premiums quietly climb, even with a spotless driving record. Some in the industry even have a name for it: the loyalty penalty. The solution? Pick up the phone. First, call your current insurer and ask them to review your policy for every discount you qualify for. If you are retired and no longer commuting, you are probably driving far fewer miles than your policy assumes, and low mileage discounts can be significant. Ask about them specifically. Second, ask about a defensive driving discount. In many states, insurers are actually required to offer a discount to drivers 55 and older who complete an approved safety course, like the AARP Smart Driver course, which you can take online or in a classroom. The course typically costs very little, and the discount usually lasts for 3 years. That's a return on investment most stockbrokers would envy. Third, review your coverage itself. If you are driving an older car that is fully paid off, it may no longer make sense to carry collision and comprehensive coverage worth more than the car itself. And raising your deductible, if you have savings to cover it, can lower your premium noticeably. Finally, get quotes from 2 or 3 competitors, then call your insurer back. Just like with cable, saying, "I have found a better rate and I am considering switching," works wonders. Many drivers save hundreds of dollars a year this way. Not bad for an afternoon on the phone. Number 4. Your homeowner's insurance. While we're on the subject of insurance, let's talk about your home. Homeowners insurance premiums have risen sharply across much of the country in recent years, and older homeowners on fixed incomes have felt it the most. But this is another bill that responds remarkably well to a phone call. Start by calling your insurance agent and asking for a full policy review. Ask these questions. Am I getting every discount I qualify for? Is my coverage amount still right for my home? Here's why that second question matters. Some homeowners are paying to insure their home for far more than it would cost to rebuild, while others are dangerously underinsured. A quick review sets the number right and sometimes lowers the premium in the process. Then, ask about specific discounts. Do you get a discount for bundling your home and auto insurance with the same company? Do you get a discount for having smoke detectors, deadbolts, or a security system? Do you get a discount for being claims-free for many years? Some insurers even offer discounts for retirees, on the logic that people who are home more often catch problems, like a leaky pipe, before they become disasters. You can also ask about raising your deductible from, say, $500 to $1,000 or more. If you have an emergency fund, this one change can trim a meaningful chunk off your annual premium. And just like with auto insurance, do not be afraid to shop around every couple of years. Get a quote or two from competitors, then give your insurer the chance to match it. They would much rather keep you at a slightly lower rate than lose you entirely. Number 5, your prescription drug costs. Now let's talk about a bill that can genuinely change lives when it's lowered: prescription medications. If you have Medicare and a limited income, listen closely because this might be the most valuable minute of this entire video. There's a federal program called Extra Help, officially the Part D low-income subsidy, that pays your Medicare drug plan premium, eliminates your deductible, and caps what you pay at the pharmacy. In 2026, that means no more than about $5.10 for a generic drug and $12.65 for a brand name drug. The Social Security Administration estimates this program is worth around $5,700 per year on average. $5,700 per year. And here's the heartbreaking part. Millions of Americans who qualify for extra help have never applied. Many don't even know it exists. To find out if you qualify, call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or apply online at ssa.gov. If you already receive Medicaid, SSI, or a Medicare savings program, you're enrolled automatically. Even if you don't qualify for extra help, you still have phone calls worth making. Call your pharmacy and ask if there's a cheaper generic version of your medication or whether a discount program like GoodRx would beat your insurance copay. Sometimes it does. Call your doctor's office and ask if a lower-cost alternative would work just as well. Doctors often don't know what their patients pay at the counter, and many are happy to adjust a prescription when asked. And here's some good news for everyone on Medicare. Thanks to recent changes in the law, out-of-pocket drug costs under Part D are now capped each year at $2,100 in 2026, no matter how expensive your medications are. Once you hit that cap, your covered drugs cost nothing for the rest of the year. Number 6, your Medicare premiums. Speaking of Medicare, did you know that some seniors don't have to pay their Medicare Part B premium at all? The standard Part B premium in 2026 is around $203 a month, over $2,400 a year, usually deducted straight out of your Social Security check before you ever see it. For someone on a modest fixed income, that's an enormous bite. But there are programs called Medicare Savings Programs that can pay that premium for you. They're run by your state's Medicaid office, and depending on your income and assets, they may cover your Part B premium, and in some cases your deductibles and copays too. The most generous version, called QMB, can wipe out virtually all of your Medicare cost sharing. Here's a bonus most people don't know. If you're approved for a Medicare savings program, you're automatically enrolled in the Extra Help Prescription Program we just talked about. One application, two benefits. Income limits are higher than many people assume, and some states have loosened or even eliminated the asset test, so don't rule yourself out before you check. The call to make is to your State Health Insurance Assistance Program, or SHIP. These are trained counselors who provide free, unbiased Medicare help. They're not selling anything. You can find your local SHIP by calling 1-877-839-2675 or visiting shiphelp.org. While you have them on the line, ask them to review your Medicare drug or Advantage plan during open enrollment each fall. Plans change their prices and drug lists every year, and studies have shown most beneficiaries never switch, even when a different plan would save them hundreds of dollars for the exact same medications. One free phone call to SHIP could be worth thousands. It's one of the best-kept secrets in the Medicare world. Number 7, your electric and heating bill. Winter heating, summer cooling. For older Americans, these aren't luxuries. They're a matter of health and safety. And yet millions of households fall behind on their energy bills every year. If that's you or someone you love, there's a federal program built for exactly this situation. LIHEAP, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. LIHEAP provides grants, money you don't pay back, to help cover heating and cooling costs. Depending on your state, typical assistance ranges from a couple $100s up to $1,000 or more per season, usually paid directly to your utility company and credited to your bill. There's also emergency crisis help if you're facing a shutoff, and many states will even repair or replace broken heating equipment or provide a fan or air conditioner in summer. And here's the part tailor-made for this video. Households with someone aged 60 or older often receive priority. To apply, call the National Energy Assistance Referral Hotline at 1-866-674-6327 or simply dial 211 to be connected with your local agency. Apply early in the season because funds are limited and can run out. Even if your income is too high for LIHEAP, your utility company itself is worth a call. Ask about 3 things by name: budget billing, which spreads your costs evenly across 12 months so winter doesn't wallop you, any senior or low-income rate programs, and a free home energy audit, which many utilities offer to help you find where your money is leaking out through drafty windows and old insulation. Utility companies would genuinely rather work with you than disconnect you, but they can't help you if you don't call. Number 8, your property taxes. Here's a big one that huge numbers of homeowners completely overlook: property taxes. Nearly every state in the country offers some form of property tax relief for older homeowners, but here's the catch. In most places, these benefits are not automatic. You have to apply. And if you never ask, you never get them. The programs go by different names depending on where you live. Some states offer a senior homestead exemption, which removes a chunk of your home's value from taxation. Some offer a property tax freeze, which locks your tax bill in place so it cannot keep climbing as home values rise. Others offer circuit breaker credits, which cap your property taxes as a percentage of your income, or deferral programs that let you postpone payment entirely. The savings can be substantial, often hundreds of dollars a year, and in some states, considerably more. Yet year after year, eligible seniors leave this money on the table simply because nobody told them the programs exist. So here's your phone call. Dial your county assessor's office, the number is on your property tax bill, and ask one simple question: what property tax exemptions or relief programs are available for seniors, and how do I apply? While you're at it, ask how to challenge your home's assessed value. If the county has your home valued higher than what it would actually sell for, you may be paying tax on value that does not exist. Appeals are usually free. The process is simpler than people fear, and a successful appeal lowers your bill not just once, but every year going forward. 5 minutes on the phone with the assessor's office, potentially decades of savings. Number 9, your medical bills. Now, what about when a big medical bill lands in your mailbox and makes your heart skip a beat? Here's the single most important thing to know. A medical bill is very often not a final price. It's an opening offer, and the phone number printed on that bill connects you to people who have real power to reduce it. Start by requesting an itemized bill, a line-by-line list of every charge. Medical billing errors are remarkably common: duplicate charges, services you never received, procedures coded incorrectly. Reviewing the itemized bill and questioning anything that looks wrong is step 1. Next, if the bill is legitimate but more than you can afford, call the billing department and say these words: "I can't afford this. What options do I have?" Ask specifically about 3 things. First, a discount for financial hardship or for paying a portion promptly. Hospitals frequently reduce bills for patients who ask. Second, an interest-free payment plan, which most hospitals offer, turning a terrifying lump sum into a manageable monthly amount. And third, this is the big one: financial assistance or charity care. Here's what many people don't realize. Nonprofit hospitals are required by federal law to have financial assistance programs. Depending on your income, these programs can reduce a bill dramatically or even wipe it out entirely. But hospitals rarely volunteer this information. You usually have to ask. One more tip: never put a medical bill on a credit card before exploring these options, because once you do, hospital assistance programs generally can't touch it anymore. Be persistent, take notes, and get every agreement in writing. That phone call could be worth thousands. Number 10, your credit card interest. If you carry a balance on a credit card, this next call might have the best success rate of any on this list. Credit card interest rates are painfully high, often above 20%. On a $3,000 balance, that can mean hundreds of dollars a year going to nothing but interest. But here's the secret the card companies don't advertise. Interest rates are negotiable. Surveys have repeatedly found that a large majority of cardholders who simply call and ask for a lower interest rate get one. The success rate in some studies has been around 3 out of 4. Yet most people never make the call because it never occurs to them that asking is even an option. Here's how to do it. Call the number on the back of your card and say, "I've been a customer for years and I've always paid on time. I'd like a lower interest rate. Can you help me with that?" If you've received offers from other card companies, mention them. If the first representative says no, politely ask to speak with a supervisor. They often have more authority to say yes. While you're on the phone, ask 2 more questions. If you've ever been charged a late fee or an annual fee, ask them to waive it. One-time courtesy waivers are extremely common for longtime customers in good standing, and ask whether they have any hardship programs if you're struggling. Many issuers can temporarily reduce your rate or payment. The entire call takes about 10 minutes. There's no fee, no penalty, and no downside to asking. The worst they can say is no, and the odds are they won't. Number 11, your bank fees and forgotten subscriptions. Last but not least, let's tackle the sneakiest budget drainers of all. Bank fees and subscriptions you forgot you had. Start with your bank. Monthly maintenance fees, paper statement fees, overdraft charges, these little deductions add up to a surprising amount over a year. So call your bank and ask, do you offer a senior checking account or an account with no monthly fee? Many banks and credit unions offer free or discounted checking for customers over a certain age, or waive fees if you have direct deposit, like a Social Security check. And if you've recently been hit with an overdraft or late fee, ask them to refund it as a courtesy. For customers in good standing, banks say yes to this far more often than you'd expect. Then, grab a recent bank or credit card statement and read it line by line. Look for recurring charges, streaming services you no longer watch, magazine renewals, apps, memberships to gyms you haven't visited in years. Studies have found that most Americans underestimate what they spend on subscriptions, often by a wide margin, because these charges are small, automatic, and easy to ignore. Every one you cancel is a permanent raise you just gave yourself. And here's a bonus tip before we go. One phone call can uncover benefits across almost every category we've covered today. Dial the Elder Care Locator at 1-800-677-1116, a free service of the U.S. Administration on Aging, or use the National Council on Aging's free benefits checkup tool. They can point you to every program you may qualify for, all in one place. There you have it, 11 bills that could shrink before your next statement arrives, all for the price of a few phone calls. The companies and programs will not call you, but when you call them, the savings are real. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with someone who could use the savings. And if you want more videos like this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.